Hello everybody and welcome to the Adventures of Drawing. I'll draw a scene for you using a variety of pencils, a blending stump and an eraser. So without further ado, let's go right into this. Okay, let's maybe start with a cloud right here in the middle of our scene. Just gonna draw the outline like this. Okay, and then start shading with very flat shapes down here, very flat lines. Goes a bit more into the volume right here. And on the side, it's a little flatter. Okay. And then if the light comes from, can't decide. Let's say it comes from the right. Then we've got our shadows on the left right here of each of those volumes that we just created with the outline. Some more shadows right there and up here, and just a couple of shadows over there to the left. Also, we're going to have some more volumes in here coming down from the lower side of this cloud, and maybe a volume right in here in the middle. Okay, now let's make this a little darker on the left. Like so. Maybe get in another volume right here, like this. And then let's go in with the blending stump. Just carefully drag a little bit of the graphite from the lower area of the cloud to the mid area to create a transition. And then take the graphite from those shadow areas and pull it into the light area a little bit. Makes for very nice and soft clouds. Right here. And up there. Okay. Now let's go into the ground and maybe have some mountains down here. Maybe there's a really tall one back there, standing above all the other mountains that are down here. Let's have another line of mountains down here. Maybe like this. Okay. Let's put in the shadows. All the areas that slope down to the left are going to be in the shadow. Gonna have a shadow right here. Not sure about this area. Maybe there's another mountain in the front right there. But we're going to see. Okay, maybe some small shadow areas right there. And something in here like this. Right here, something over there, down here, like so, something down here, maybe a little bit more edges down there. Okay, now let's go in and shade those areas. Like this. Right here. Down there. And the lower line of mountains. Like so. Over here. And not this area right here. It would be this one right there. Maybe it goes down to this point right here, like so. Okay. Now let's have those mountains turn into some hills down below. Let's maybe have some structure in here. I wasn't gonna put any in, but now I decided to do so. So just a couple of horizontal lines in there. Okay. And I'm trying to do a very minimalist thing today, where I don't draw too many shadows, since I feel like that makes my drawings, I don't know how to call it, very, it takes out the contrast in my drawings when I try to give everything a value. So I want there to be those bright areas, and also the dark areas I want to more approximate with just a line instead of an area on my piece of paper, so that, yeah, simply the contrast is higher. And I was going to put in a little bit more right here, but right now I'm really pleased with what this looks like. Maybe there's one more area right here, and this looks pretty empty so far, so maybe a little bit more right there. And I don't even want to go in with a darker pencil right now. I do think this looks quite nice. But one thing I am going to do is maybe put a little bit of foreground in here, since all this is so featureless, it's just in the distance. So let's have a little bit of foreground, something with a little bit of detail, something that we can recognize instead of just those meandering lines. Okay, so I'll go in with the HB pencil down here, make a darker area right here, and make it get lighter to the edge up there, like this. And now I'll go in with the 3B pencil again. Maybe try and give this some features. Okay. So the next thing is maybe there's a tree standing, or maybe we've got a couple of trees. Let's say there's one right here. Like this. One right there. And one over here. Maybe right here. Like that. Okay. Let's give them a right outline. Like so. Maybe this is a wide one. Like this. And another, I don't know, medium one, I guess. It's not really a small one. Like this right here. Okay, so now we know what areas to erase from the background. So, most important are the parts on the left, since that's where I'm going to leave it very light for the bright part of the tree trunk. But let's go to the left so we don't have anything of the background disturbing the structure of the tree. Okay, let's go in. Let's take the 3B pencil first and create a shadow on the left side of those trees. And I make very long lines right here to try and already go into some structure for the trees. Like so. This one right here. Like this. Going to the right side with very light touch. So maybe I won't even have to go in with the HB pencil into the light side. Like that. Okay. Let's make the line to the very left join a little bit more with the tree, so there's no light area between that line and the shadow area. Make this outline merge with the tree. Okay. And right here there's a little bit of a gap between the line and the shadow as well. So let me go in there. Okay, now let me make a couple more decisive lines in here to give the trees some more character and a little bit more of a structure. Mostly just very long lines in here. I want a different structure for those trees than what I normally do with a very zigzag pattern. Make it look like those are a different type of tree than I normally draw. Okay. Now that just looks like a couple of poles standing there, poking the sky. So let's go in and up here, say there are a couple of branches growing on those trees. Maybe one grows down here from this tall one. The branches only start growing up here, so we only see them grow down there. But this one, maybe we've got one growing down here from that one, and here we've got the branches starting to grow lower as well. Maybe right there. Maybe we get one right here that loops around like this. So another one there. One growing up like this. One just growing on the other side, mostly just poking out like that, and maybe one up here growing more over to this side. Maybe this one grows over there as well. Okay. Now let's give them a little bit of a dynamic. Make them wider towards the tree trunk. Like that. And right here. And this one right there, growing up into the sky. Also over here. Give that some more width. This one right there starts growing on the other side, so it's not too wide. This one, maybe make it go a little bit more to the side, just a little bit longer. Okay, starting to get wider here. and like this. All right, now let's get some bifurcations in there, like that. Maybe some of those smaller branches poking out. Maybe like this. And then let's go in and put some leaves onto those branches. Just going back and forth. A little bit right here. A couple of leaves over there. Maybe some in here. Let's make this overlap with the other one. That large tree is standing in front of those leaves of this other tree. So it seems like those leaves are right here, touch the tree. When in reality they are behind it, like this. Okay. Over here. That branch, the only branch that comes down from the middle tree. Like this. And now the other one. Let's make some trees, some leaves come from up there. So it looks like the trees continue up there. After all, that's where the most amount of leaves is going to be. Just up here. Like this. Some right here. Let's make that overlap with the cloud. Like so. A little bit more over here. And then a little something down here. Let's not cover this left tip of the cloud with leaves. Let's make that show down there. Okay. And there we go. That's our scene for today. So let's clean up the edges. Right here. A little bit up here, there's one line that pokes out. Up there we've got a little bit in this middle tree. And then down here in the foreground. Let me actually put a little bit more in there on the ground. I think that looks a bit boring. So let's go in there again. Maybe some leaves lying on the ground right here. Give that a little bit more structure. Also, this tree looks like it's cut off down here. Maybe if I put a little bit more ground down there, it looks a little bit more natural. Like so. Maybe give this upper line of the foreground a little bit more of a texture. Like this. Okay. Some more down there. Okay. I think that's more like it. Like so. Okay. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like what you see. Hope you got something out of it. Maybe the inspiration or motivation to be creative yourself. Or you're getting some work done. Just having this in the background. Anyway, if you find yourself coming back to the channel, please consider subscribing, giving the video a like, and dropping down into the comment section to tell me what you think about what I'm doing here. So, with all this said, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.